Even though the humans are separated and unable to interact with each other in a direct manner, they can in fact send each other notes and objects, whether it's a puzzle piece, a notebook with a message in it, or a helpful item. As you can notice here, the engineer is sending a message to the athlete, asking him for a map, and the latter proceeds to send him the map, which helps him recover the magic cube, which in turn will be used to solve another puzzle. Keep in mind that communication is crucial to completing the tasks. As you can see, if they did not exchange information, opening the magic door would take 10 times the amount of time necessary. Instead, they finished it in a couple seconds. Most puzzles in the game are an extension of another one. In order to progress, one must solve a puzzle, extract the item dropped by that puzzle, then use it to start the next one. Such game mechanics make it impossible to finish the game without the cooperation of the humans. In this instance, the key recovered by the medic after finishing the pillars puzzle was sent over to the engineer, which in turn used it to open the door of the cemetery and finish the rest of the puzzles. The cube game, for example, requires two players to play at the same time, each on their island, each their unique view. One player's actions allows the other to progress further. As you can see, when the engineer hits the cube with the ball, the medic's panel changes and gives him a target to hit himself, and vice versa. Now let's talk a little bit about Joka. His role is to prevent the other players from progressing and finishing the game until time runs out. Joka possesses abilities and powers. His abilities are divided into three major groups. Sabotages, found in the wild. These allow him to mess with the structures and puzzles directly, which is what he just did with the medic through sabotaging the communication channels. Then there are traps, a burn trap that sets the target on fire and eats away at his health a bit. As you can see, his health bar is going down. A slow trap that halves the player's movement speed, which is a grave handicap considering how big the islands are. And the stun trap that prevents the player from moving completely until the stun timer runs out. Finally, three abilities that work from a distance. One is an inventory sabotage that causes confusion and time loss by removing players' inventory items and scatters them along the island. One makes him invisible and thus gives him an advantage to lay traps for unaware players. Last but not least is a toxic gas that spawns on the three islands when activated. Players should avoid it at all costs. Taking continuous damage will inevitably deplete your health bar, at which point you will be knocked down for a certain duration. But rest assured, your health can recover by applying bandages that the medic is able to craft out of medicinal herbs.